like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Check.
Off the play fake. Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
6-man. Check curls.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fields. He's got his man, Boyd. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 6-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this... will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Set the plan. Who there? Who there? Check, 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 check. 1, 2, check, Velma. 22, check, Velma. Short, short. Ready, go.
Here's King on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards.
That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Three down.
Off play action. King. Herndon's got it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Back to throw. Fields. Rolling looking to his left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
The Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw. King. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. King now, throwing again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
King from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want nothing if you don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. King. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
It's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. $10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Bengals 10, Steelers 3.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to... And the Steelers are in for the touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on 2nd down. Fields forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun. Fields. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is King on 1st and 10. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Logan. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's King, looking to throw on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 66. Pull it, now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, King. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
You ain't going nowhere.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. King. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. King now, operating from the gun. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. Coast to coast. A great return marked out all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Bang, 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 bang. Set up. Check 31, check 31. 64. Weak.
They'll run with Samuels. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go now.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. King going to throw on 3rd and goal. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Darren Lee In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now King, throwing on 1st down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is King. Going to throw again. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's King off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
57. Mike, 57. Let's go. 57. 57.
Looking to throw. King. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. King now, throwing on 3rd and long. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. King. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
King. Off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go. Head read. Hey, tight. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Let it go.
On first down, it's Samuels. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Let's go, baby.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Okay, ready? 57, Mike, 57. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
First down and 10.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll run with Samuels. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now King from the gun, he'll throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Fields. And Eifert has it. Give him 30 yards there. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mixon. call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. King. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw is King. Off the play fake. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's King. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. King now operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back now in Pittsburgh. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, They want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Logan. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
King from the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go. Touchdown. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. It's a 6.
On 1st down, Fields. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the run, it's Mixon. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Fields. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
To throw on 2nd down, King. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Logan. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I know he ain't got it. 59.
From the gun, King. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching, and ended up in the end zone. How about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line, not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun. Fields. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On the carry, it's Samuels. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To the left side here for Eifert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with Samuels. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They run again with Logan. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. throws. There he goes. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On second down, Samuels. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cook it up.